So in Florida, there is a ballot measure called Amendment 4 that is going to be on the ballot in November, and 60% of voters would have to pass it for it to be added to the state's constitution. And basically, it would allow abortion in the state up to the point of viability. Now, what's going on with it? Well, Ron DeSantis is sending police basically door to door to anybody who signed the petition to get this put on the ballot and make sure that they actually sign the petition. There's also a government listed website through the Department of Health that is basically saying how bad it is to vote for this, etc. These are intimidation tactics by Ron DeSantis trying to get people to not vote for this measure by using the weight of the Florida government against it, because he doesn't want this to pass. Republicans don't want this amendment to pass, and I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's still going to pass, and in fact, I think, like Missouri, this is going to have the opposite effect. Trying to bully and push people to not vote for this thing and verify signatures and intimidate people by sending the police to verify that they signed a petition is going to drive at least some, if not more, people out to vote to pass this, because they are so scared of this abortion measure passing that they're doing these intimidation tactics. If they were convinced it wasn't going to pass in November and that they could win on the merits of their stance of being anti-abortion, they wouldn't be doing this. But they're doing it because they're scared, because they know the voters are going to turn out and that they are going to vote this thing in. You add that with the recreational marijuana ballot initiative, and there's going to be a large voter turnout in November in Florida. And I think it is possible that Florida flips blue. Why? Because you're not going to go to the ballot and you're going to vote for an abortion measure to protect abortion with Amendment 4, or vote to allow recreational marijuana, and then vote for the people who are against those things. Those people are going to be voted out. I think there's a lot of races that are in jeopardy for Republicans in Florida. I think Florida could flip blue. I think Rick Scott could get voted out in Florida. It is a bad time for Republicans in Florida. If Donald Trump loses Florida in the presidential race, there is very little in way of a path forward for him to win the presidency. And I believe Florida can flip blue. I believe the Amendment 4 is going to pass. I believe the recreational marijuana is going to pass. And I think there's going to be some state races inside Florida that are going to flip Democrat that no one would have expected. So we'll see what happens in Florida, but I think this is going to drive people out to vote. As people find out about it, as they hear about it, they're going to be more mad at DeSantis and Republicans for doing these intimidation tactics. And like I said, they're only trying them because they know they're in trouble in November, that keeping the abortion ban is in jeopardy, because if they were convinced it would pass on its own merits, or that, this abortion Amendment 4 would not pass so they could keep their ban in place based on its own idea, they wouldn't be doing this. But they're doing it because they know they are going to get beat in November.